Hi guys, PJ here, back with another PS Stars video. This month, June 2024. Wow, we have a lot. Now, we've had the State of Play thing kick off, so I think that corresponds as to why we've got so many of these. Now, what I'm going to do is leave them scrolling in the background so you can see all the current ones and also ones from the last few days that were added in May, funnily enough. So the end of May got a load added as well. The good news is none of these are the type where it's a quiz or you've got to work out answers to certain things. Most of these are quickly, start the activity on your app, on your phone app, and basically either play a game or buy a game. There's quite a lot of buy games, unfortunately, to get the 50 coins. There's also one to go with the current promotion, which is 100 coins. So that's not too bad. But again, you've got to be buying things to do these. There is the Robbit, as per usual this month, a different take on that one if you're collecting them. And speaking of collections, there is a new display cabinet as well. Unfortunately, we still have no word whatsoever on what the heck we're going to do with all these collectibles. They're not on the console, and it doesn't look like they're going to be on the console soon, so I don't really know what to say on that. If you're having difficulty getting any of these to work, remember the golden rules. Try and use the phone or the whatever device you're using to run Stars app on the same Wi-Fi network as your console is on. So connect them both to the same router, in other words. It should work in theory on 5G or 4G if you like on your phone if you're away from your console, but it can cause some problems. So try and be on the same network, try and dial them in together. That should help. Also, on the same thing, data collection is a big deal. It seems that Sony, I don't know, they seem to not like people having data collection all locked down. So make sure you enable sharing with Sony Corp, PlayStation, in all your PlayStation options and on the app to make sure data collection is enabled. Otherwise, you may not trigger some of these to work as well. So that's a bit of an issue that we've had before. Streaming. Now, streaming games is very on-off. Speak to some people, yes, it works fine to get some of these done. So they stream the game and it ticks off the thing on the app. Some people, it doesn't. So it's not a surefire way of doing it. Personally, I would not recommend streaming the games to get these to tick off. Like I say, I would recommend you've got the phone and the PlayStation on exactly the same Wi-Fi setting, or if PlayStation console is hardwired, so be it, that's good. But make sure they're on the same router at least. Anyway, on to different things. We have got a lot of these calling cards coming up in the collectibles. Now, I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. You seem to be getting these calling cards, and from what I can gather, there's going to be a display rack that looks like a sort of calling card wall mount. You can also expect a Stars collectible for the new Destiny Final Shape DLC that's due out in a few days of recording this video. So early June, I expect that to appear. I don't know what it is, I've not seen it yet, but the person that I get my information from has reliably informed me there should be a Final Shape one. And also in the future, which has not appeared yet and we thought it would, is a Helldivers one. So I don't know, I would have thought that would have turned up by now. Maybe they've got something big planned for the game, an expansion, I don't know. But there's a Helldivers one sitting in the data archives that hasn't actually appeared yet. So, hey, who knows? What I'm going to do now, guys, is leave the rest of this to play out. We've got a short news section at the end of this, telling you what's going off in the whole of Sony PlayStation world and some of the interesting and less interesting bits and bobs stuck on the end. But don't forget that you can actually earn, currency PlayStation credits by buying things as well. So in other words, there is the cashback facility. So when you buy a game that's on the list that's going to give you 50 points, for example, you're also getting points back to the value of that game as well. So everything you buy will go towards your kitty to go towards your redeeming a £5 or £20 voucher. Okay, let's get on to the news segment. Okay, where to start with the news? Well, let's put it this way. Sony have had an interesting time. They had a State of Play, 30-minute long show showing, different games. There's quite a lot of VR2 stuff. There was a new Alien game, if you dare play it, with face huggers and jaw-snapping stuff coming at you left, right and centre. Pretty sure some people might have a heart attack playing that, so I don't know how Sony are going to fare for all that, but it did look very, very good. Concord was shown off, multiplayer, PvP. I don't know if there's enough multiplayer PvPs out there already. Free to play, we shall see. In other news, Sony managed to leak, well, the whole of the final shape, or most of the final shape, on their cloud streaming service, and yeah, Destiny players sort of weren't happy because you have to avoid spoilers left, right, and centre. So that was quite a big cock up. PS5, no, so PS4, PS5 Pro is still earmarked for the end of this year, 2024, going into Christmas or holidays, some parts of the world call it. And I'm sure it's going to have a £600 price tag, so quite expensive. That's it from me this month, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.